Hi, today is April 25th, 2026, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 635 for the year, Pop Rocks on the Steps. My mind slips back to that time I saw a bag, or an empty bag, of Pop Rocks on the steps. I didn't even know they still made Pop Rocks, but now, knowing that they do, I must confess I want some. I have wanted some ever since I saw those Pop Rocks on the steps. Poem number 636, BJ with PR. I've heard that if someone gives you a BJ with Pop Rocks in their mouth, it's a pleasant or at least unique sensation. I wonder if the same is true of cunnilingus. Poem number 637, Pop Rock. When I was a kid, I listened to a lot of pop rock. WABC was a great station that played Elton John, the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, the Kinks, the Animals, the Archies, Donaldson and the Heywoods, the Sweet, the Raspberries, Zeppelin, T-Rex, and on and on. They also played the Temptations, the Four Tops, the Spinners, Roberta Flack, Rufus, Parliament Funkadelic, the Ohio Players, James Brown, and on and on. I liked it all, the schlockiest pop rock and the funkiest funk, and I still listen to all of it today. I recently listened to a couple of relatively deep cuts, 17 Ain't Young by the Archies, and followed it up with Fop by the Ohio Players. That was some schlocky pop, followed up by some funky shit. I feel like I still know how to have a good time. Poem number 638, Pop Art. With the possible exception of Damien Hirst, Jeff Koons, and their ilk, I think pop art is my least favorite 20th century art movement. I like some Lichtenstein and some Oldenburg and a few Warhols, but most of that stuff leaves me cold, probably because I have no sense of any emotion behind it, and plus, a lot of it, and this goes for Hirst and Koons as well, seems like a cynical money grab. The best art makes me feel like money wasn't a consideration at all, even if money was the primary consideration. I guess I want my artists to be like a prostitute who can convince you that they would sleep with you happily without payment. Of course, that's a fantasy, and I guess it's an odd fantasy to have, but there it is. Poem number 639, Pop. I wish to speak of Pop, the youngest of the three Rice Krispies mascots, while Snap gets the most praise, and Crackle's zany antics entertain and amuse. Who will speak for Pop, the youngest and clumsiest of the trio? I will. I will say 3 cheers for Pop, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Poem number 639, Papa. I never called my father Papa, nor did I ever call him Pop. I believe that if I had called him Papa, he probably would have asked me to stop. But I was the kind of rat bastard son who would have kept doing it even after being asked to stop. My father never called his Papa Papa, but he often used to call him Pop. My father never read me Hop on Pop. If he had, I might have asked him to stop. And the last poem of the day, poem number 641, Razzles. Razzles advertised itself as a gum and a candy, or maybe its advertising asked, is it a gum or is it a candy? But this is stupid. If something is gum, it's gum whether or not it's also a candy. Or put another way, all gum is candy. So fuck Razzles. Alright, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.